How many players have at least 600 home runs? That's the question we're talking about today.
Happy opening day, folks. Welcome to the Baseball Brewhaha. It's your spot for obscure baseball trivia. I'm Aaron. That's my identical twin brother. Adam joins us for a cup of coffee, and we're going to put our baseball knowledge to the test. Adam, what's the question?
We have how many players have hit over 600 home runs in their career? Our choices are 7, 8, 9, or 10.
Okay. So, I counted. I was working on this, and I'm not going to say them all because I'm going to forget some, and then I'm going to give you the answer. And so that's not what I want to do. So, I counted a number. My fear is that I've missed one somewhere.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so that's the struggle here. So that's all I'm going to say right now. Where are you at?
yeah. I was trying to count, and then I was like, boy, that's too low. So I just attacked on a couple. And so I so I ended up at 10. But gosh, the fact that I can't remember 10, considering that, we got Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron,
Uh-huh.
who have been there for a long time, everybody knows about, and then everybody else on that list
Yeah.
is like in our era, and we
Right.
watched them hit home run after home run after home run and be featured on Sports Center and ESPN and MLB Network every
Yeah.
single day. I'm disappointed in myself that I can't name so few players with that many home runs.
Yeah, I agree. So I actually went, I'm struggling. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go.
Commit.
I'm gonna go eight. I'm gonna go
You're
eight.
gonna go 8.
I counted eight. So it's the high chance is wrong, but I'm gonna go eight because I counted it. I feel
Yeah,
proud.
I got to 8, and then that's where I was like, that's too low. So I bumped it. I went all the way to 10.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I went to 10 on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad call. So I thought about adding one. I don't know, but I just said, you know what? I'm gonna trust my counting skills and my brain, and let's see what we get. So, what's the answer?
Our answer is 9. Right, split the difference.
I thought about adding one, but I couldn't do it. Do we have a list? I can.
Oh, I don't have the list on me right now. What do we got? Let's try and do it ourselves here. Well, maybe
Okay.
between the both of us, we can get them all. We got Babe Ruth, we got
Yeah.
Hank Aaron,
Yeah.
we got Griffey,
Uh-huh.
Sosa, McGuire,
No.
Bonds. No,
McGuire's
not
not.
McGuire. You're right. Bonds,
Yeah.
Jim Thome.
Oh, that's who I missed.
Oh, who else we got then? So that's 6.
Pujols,
Pujols,
Mays,
Mays.
Sosa. Did you get
I got
Sosa?
I got Sosa already.
Who was the other guy? Um, Griffey. Of course, I'm gonna look it up here.
We got to do it. We can't leave everybody hanging here.
I had them all except for Tony. I missed Tony. All right, Bonds, Aaron, Ruth, Pujols, A-Rod.
A-Rod. That's right.
A-Rod, that's the guy. So a list of nine. It's an impressive list. It's an interesting list. Um, so here's the question though, is thinking about today's MLB, do you think anybody else, are we going to add anybody else to the 600 home run club?
Well, the active players, Cabrera's closest with 507. He's not going to get there. And
You
other
don't think
players,
he'll
there's
hit?
two.
You don't think he'll hit 93 home runs this year?
No, I
All
don't.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, and other players are just too far away.
Mhm.
I just don't see it happening. And I don't think it's and as valued as it was in the like steroid era, where players
Yeah.
were valued for hitting home runs. They're valued for contributing in many ways to a winning team, not just hitting home runs. So players aren't really built and trained to do that anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. So for anybody who's out there who's thinking, hey, Trout, Harper, Cunha, Soto, those type of guys. Trout's 30 and he's 250 away. Harper's 29 and he's 315 away. So, I mean, these guys have, I mean, honestly, probably the biggest thing that's hindered those two guys in particular is their injuries. They haven't missed so much time. I think we're maybe thinking that they could get there, but Soto and Acuna just, I mean, they hit 30 a year. They're not, you got to be hitting close to 50 a year. Well, I think Hank Aaron was like 40 a year for 25 years. So you got to be in that neighborhood. This is not. I just don't see it happening. I think you're right, though. I think. I mean, it's interesting because home runs are still valued. Like it's like the way you stay in the bigs is you hit home runs. You hit 30 a year. If you're a 5 home run guy, you figure out a way to hit 12. Colton Wong, thank you very much. You know, these kind of guys where you figure out how to get a little bit more muscle. So home runs are still important, but I agree, like with statistics like WAR and some defensive metrics, on base percentage, OPS plus, weighted, WRC, um, these kind of things that measure different elements, um, evaluate the player more than just a home run. But you're still going to have like a Schwarber who it's 220 with 45 bombs is still, you're still going to put that guy on your roster. So,
Yeah, just tough to sustain for so long.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, well, that's going to do it for us today. Put your comments in below. Do you think there's somebody that's going to get to 600? And, um, you'll have a little bone picked with us on our opinion there. So subscribe for more content. We'll be coming at you daily. Um, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.